Madagascar capital is correspondent Nick Champeau. Nick, what more can you tell us about this discovery made by firefighters today?
Well, it's believed that the victims found themselves trapped in one of the many buildings set on fire by looters last night. A fireman said it would be difficult to identify the bodies. Meanwhile, 6 bodies were found in a supermarket owned by President Marc Ravaloman. It's believed they were trampled to death when looters panicked and started running to make their way out of the shop. And an inmate was killed also during a riot in one of the capital's largest prisons. So as you can see, Folly, the death count in the capital is increasing by the hour.
And what's the situation right now in Antananarivo, Nick?
Well, a ceasefire was introduced about 2 hours ago. One of the signs that the authorities here are finally willing to restore order in the capital. There was no attempt whatsoever to put an end to the looting yesterday, whereas today, army and police troops have been deployed throughout the capital. They were seen patrolling the streets and standing in front of the most sensitive shops. The army and the police organized a joint press conference also this morning calling on citizens and politicians to take part in efforts to restore peace and stability in the capital, Folly.
Now, Nick, this violence was sparked by anti-government demonstrations which rocked the Madagascar capital on Monday. What are the demonstrators exactly looking for? What do they want?
Well, Folly, it's unclear at this stage whether looters and the followers of a rebel mayor, Angie Ratsuel, belong to the same camp. What I can tell you is that the capital's mayor, he's protesting against the lack of freedom of expression in the country. His TV and radio stations were closed down, and also 1.5 million hectares of land were sold to Daewoo Logistics, and he thinks that's outrageous. Meanwhile, looters, bear in mind that they were mainly looting shops owned by the president, food oil, which belong to the president's prosperous Tico group. And well, they say that while he's making huge profits, they aren't benefiting from the economic growth, yet they're struggling with rising food prices. That's what looters were complaining about when I spoke to them yesterday and today, Folly.
Nicolas Champeau in the Madagascar capital, Antananarivo.